It's the start of another working week, and right now Trinidad and Tobago is not under any tropical storm watch or warning, but obviously we will be watching the Atlantic quite closely, given that the Met Service did indicate that there's a possibility of more than 4 storms likely being an above normal season around the Trinidad and Tobago as we head east into the Atlantic. Here's where we watch those systems developing. Right now the remnants of a tropical depression number 4 are still fighting some share here, but still likely to bring some showers for the northern Leeward Islands. But this tropical wave here, that's the one we're watching right now. There's a lot of moisture surrounding that tropical wave, and as it gets this way closer to the island chain, it is set to develop slowly. So obviously we're watching that as we go through the next few days and into the end of the week. We can just pick it out here, the second of the tropical waves, that one there, a little blob of moisture continuing obviously to show some signs of developing. Right now it has a low chance, but obviously as it gets closer to the island chain and it obviously gets into some rather warm waters, we could be seeing something developing out of that. So you can just see it here, regardless of development, as it makes its way over the Atlantic waters, it will likely still develop a lot more in terms of some moisture and therefore some showers. So we'll be watching that as it gets towards the Eastern Caribbean. Some showers are likely, definitely, by the time we get to the end of the working week. So for Tobago, it's a mostly tranquil and a settled night, which will give way to hazy sunshine through the morning and also a hot afternoon for many of you. So take the precautions and drink lots of water, and if you can, try and stay out of the noonday sun. Similarly for Trinidad, look for a tranquil night for most areas from San Fernando into Chaguanas out towards Port of Spain and Arima. We should be starting eastern areas under a bit of haze at times. There's some Saharan dust floating around, so you will see some of that haze pushing into Port of Spain as well. During the daytime, you could see that patches of cloud beginning to build over the northern range, maybe just that brief shower. Down towards the southern areas along the Manzanilla and Miago into Guayguari as well. Lots of hazy sunshine will start to you, and then as you go towards the afternoon, maybe just a bit of cloud coming over the Trinity Hills. It will feel warm tonight, possibly no lower than 25 degrees Celsius, and expect a hot day, 34 in Trinidad, 31 to 32 in Tobago, and keeping conditions hot in Tobago through Wednesday midweek, and then on the Thursday and Friday we begin to see those tropical waves coming through and definitely possibly adding the moisture and therefore the likelihood of showers. Similarly, out towards Trinidad, towards Friday in particular, we'll be seeing that system getting closer, so therefore we'll be watching that for any possibility of some of those heavier showers. Right now, in terms of those of you heading offshore, it's a slight chop for the most part, looking at 1.5 meters as you go through the Caribbean, maybe pushing to 2 meters further out in the Atlantic, but we're still keeping those east-northeasterly swells short at 8 seconds, and not much of a breeze expected, just about 10 to 15 knots from the east-northeast. Now we have been seeing this here, that's the cloudy mass, which is the remnants of tropical depression number 4, still likely to bring out some moisture and some showers as we get towards Puerto Rico. You can just see it here impacting Puerto Rico, especially along the hills, and then eventually maybe pushing into the eastern half of the Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic there. So we could be seeing some showers there, but there's a tropical wave as well pushing its way into Jamaica, and that will likely bring us some showers for the most part. There's also quite a bit of rainfall out towards Florida, and some of that rainfall is set to obviously drop into parts of the western area, out towards the western Cuba in particular. So Havana may see some thunder rumbling as we go through the afternoon with a high of 32 degrees Celsius. Some showery spells expected around Kingston and 33 there, with some showers for Haiti as well. The eastern areas will only see the cloudiness towards the north. We talked about that remnants of tropical depression 4 bringing some showers to Antigua and to St. Kitts. Down towards the southern areas, mostly settled, fine weather for the most part, maybe just that passing shower through Barbados, and even down towards Georgetown, only a few light showers as they go through the day, and maybe a moderate one during the lunchtime. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.